Good morning, my friends. I am hiking again, and it feels so good to be out there hiking instead of sitting in town. It's just really hard to leave town for some reason. Last night was interesting. I left community center like 6:30-ish p.m. like really late. And I was hustling and bustling to get as far as I could before the sun went down. Well, about a mile maybe up the trail, there were two girls set up at a camp, sitting at a picnic table, and when they saw me passing by, they offered me a beer. Who am I to say no to a beer, right? So I sat down with them, I had a beer, we chatted for quite a while actually. It was so fun. I enjoyed my time with them. They were really nice. But then I had to night hike for another like 2 miles. So it was an interesting experience. I have never night hiked before, so it was the first time. It was very interesting. Like the dark seems to amplify every single noise you make or your gear makes, or the rustling of your jacket sleeve on your pack or something like that. Everything just seems so loud. Like noises you don't even recognize during the day, you hear them loud and clear during the night. That's crazy. Yeah, I would have stayed with them, but since there is a water pretty much every 2 miles now, I just didn't bring enough water to actually camp with them. So I couldn't, otherwise I would have. I'm weak. So that was interesting. Then there was this one intersection. I spent like maybe 10, maybe 15 minutes just trying to find trail. The trail went under an overpass. It was under a bridge on a highway. And it was just so confusing there. I bet it's nice and clear to see where to go during the day, but during the night it wasn't, because my headlamp wouldn't shine far enough for me to see the PCT marker. So I was just walking around there trying to find a trail, like hopping the creek from one side to the other several times, because I was just like looking at both sides of the bank, just trying desperately to find trail. I did find it. It took me a while, but I found it. I hiked another mile or so on to the campsite. When I got there, I honestly thought that I would be alone by there, because it's so close to Warner Springs that I thought just nobody would camp there. Everybody would either stay at Warner Springs or push on to Mike's, where I'm hoping to go today. But there was someone there, and since I got there at 10 p.m. I really didn't want to be setting my tent next to them and waking them up. It's just rude, you know. I don't want to be that person that sets up their camp at some ungodly hour right next to someone else, waking them up in the process, because you do make some noise when you're setting up tent and unpacking and making your food. You do make noise, even if you try to be as quiet as you can. You can't avoid it. So I camped as far away from the guy as I could. I even knew who it was. We met at the Warner Springs. He was leaving a couple hours before me, so I expected him to be a lot further up the trail. Oh well. In the morning, I actually discovered that I've been sleeping on an actual trail that runs parallel to PCT. Oops. According to footprints, or more likely hoof prints, it's more equestrian trail than a PCT is. I bet people are just riding horses on that trail because it was a lot wider and not as rocky as PCT is. I woke up at a reasonable hour. Yoo-hoo! Yay me! But I did not really get up at reasonable hour, so boo! This will be tomorrow, right? Now, the mornings these days are really cold, so again I just packed up and left. I didn't make my breakfast, didn't make my coffee. To be honest, I'm not really hungry yet, so I'll just stop when I get hungry and I'll make my breakfast, including my coffee. Today will be a lot of climbing. I've been going up the hill since I started walking, basically, which is good. Got me warmed up. I'm no longer freezing. I'll take that. So I didn't leave as early as I wanted to either. That's all right. I got to talk to the guy a little bit. We chatted for maybe like half an hour. So I got like half an hour delay. You know what is a half an hour in a whole day? Not much, especially here out on the trail. So I think I had like 15 miles today to go to Mike's place. So that's exactly where I want to be. I don't really want to do more. So I'm happy with the development so far. I hope there will be a lot of people at Mike's, because apparently if there is a lot of people, they will make a homemade pizza for us hikers. Yeah, I could go for some pizza, people. Pizza sounds really good right now. So I'll let you know how it goes when I actually get there. Oh my god, I have just crossed this little creek on this. That's crazy. I was never really like coordinated person, so it's like a major victory for me that I was able to cross and not fall right in. We've been crossing this creek several times already. So far we've been fortunate that there were like rocks or a log you could walk on. So I didn't have to get my feet wet yet. I really didn't want this to be the first time I do. That thing was so narrow. But with the help of my trekking poles, it was actually pretty doable. I'm proud of myself right now. Alright, I finally stopped for breakfast in this beautiful little spot. It's right by the creek, so awesome access to water. I'm drinking my coffee, so the day will be so much better when I'm caffeinated. Yeah, I do like me some coffee. I can be without it, but it is just so much better if you have a good hot cup of coffee in the morning. So that's what I'm doing on trail too, you know? Little pleasures, people, little pleasures. And I have my cream of wheat cooking. I found it in a hiker box. I've never had cream of wheat, so I'm trying it out. If I like it, awesome. It's some more variety to my diet. If I don't, oh well. I only have those 2 packets anyway, so you know, win-win situation. At least I would know that I don't like it. Caffeine. Look at this weird ant. It's like huge and red and hairy. Like, what the hell is that? It's getting closer to me. It's odd. Go away. Go away, little guy. I don't know what you are. The trail just suddenly changed from kind of forested, not really forested, but vegetated hills to these like rocky terrain with these big boulders everywhere. It's been interesting. I'm surprised how quick the change was though. It's just like, really, you made a turn and voila, boulders. Alright, I made it to Mike's place. It is really neat here. It's pretty cool looking. Got myself some Coke, which is awesome. I've been craving cold drink and Coke especially for a while. There's not that many of us here yet. I hope more people will arrive, so we get to get some pizza. There's a lot of us at Mike's place now, hanging out over there. There's a Strange and Cyclops making pizza. So, it's pretty awesome. Listening to music, having fun.
Oh, sorry. If you leave the balls, it would work. Thank you. What were you doing? I was going to try to bounce them off your back.
Don't get no win with it. So my videos don't have that.
Mine do. I got an iPhone, that's it.
You hold flip before it goes bad. We don't have a refrigerator. Anybody watching the video has a solar powered refrigerator they want to lend me. I'll make them a pizza.
How many pieces?
Oh, I know it. I got switch cans. That's ow. Ow. Move out of the way. Move now. Move now.